What's up, y'all? It's just Tasha P, but y'all can call me Tasha. If you like what you see, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, comment, and join the live streams. I'm not going to say that I'm going live tonight because I think that that's become a part of my intro, that I'm going live and it don't be happening all the time. Anyway, today I have a giant BLT with 7 pieces of bacon, and then I have a bunch of potatoes because I love potatoes. I can't do without potatoes. If you are OG, welcome back to this channel. I'm glad you are here. Also, subscribe to the new blog channel, Unfiltered with Tasha P. The link will be in the description below. And also, I'm going to talk about, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to put it here, somewhere. And you asked me to speak about the documentary, Tell Them You Love Me. This documentary is about, let me just start eating and then I'll get into it. And let me move the light back because it's bright. Y'all see my tan? Yeah, don't play with it. I don't think I really moved anything, but y'all see my dimple? Got a dimple. How y'all doing? Today is Thursday. It's not hump day, but I can call it thump day. Ooh, this ketchup was ready. Whoa, it's bursting. Wow, well, ketchup, I feel like the ketchup. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. Bye. So I'm excited to announce, you guys, that I love you and that I was a lot more hungry before I started this video. But I'm gonna get my appetite. I also have some juice here, homemade juice. Let me get into the sandwich. I'm not even gonna cut it in half. And y'all can't even see my face. This is an ASMR. Oh, I ain't looked on you. Oh. Let me tell y'all about this motherfucking sandwich. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's great. I don't even want the potatoes. I got about 654 pieces of bacon on here, 3 big tomatoes, lettuce, this red butter lettuce, mayo, and guacamole. Guess I didn't realize my mouth was that big, huh? Don't play with me. That's good. Shout out to Sugar Babies. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to the other Nicole, Pam, Pamela, Dorothy, Auntie Dorothy. Let me drink this. This is good. Can you guys give me a list of people you want to see me collab with? I have a couple people in mind already. I've already reached out to a couple of people. I don't have anything planned. I'm not a big planner. I'm more of a spontaneous person. So these people, they don't have to be spontaneous. I can plan if I have to. I'm thinking of East Coast, but it doesn't matter. It's like Midwest, East Coast. I don't care. Just give me some people y'all want me to collab with. If I know them, I'll hit them up. If I don't know them, I'll go look at their channel and see, you know. If they know me, hit them up, tell them what's up. Right. This is the best BLT I ever had. The guacamole. My guacamole is it. My hand's greasy too, because I put mayonnaise on. Look at that. I gotta go.
Keep working. Go home.
It's just too much. Huh. I should take smaller bites because I'm already almost full. Let me tell you about the documentary. So, in this documentary, it starts off with, is it the mom? The mother of this man who has cerebral palsy speaking to detectives, telling them what she knows. That's how it starts off in an interrogation room or witness room. I don't know. Catch these names, you guys. There's Derek. There's Derek's brother, John. There's Daisy, Derek's mom. There's Anna. Remember Anna? Then Anna has a mom. I don't remember her name. But Daisy is the mother of 2 boys. Father left them when they were young. One boy has cerebral palsy. The younger son has cerebral palsy and developmental delays, severe developmental delays. And then John, the older brother, which is about 4 or 5 years older, he doesn't have any disabilities. John is a student at Rutgers University. He has a teacher, the director of philosophy, Anna, don't remember her last name, Bumblebee or something like that. I don't remember what her last name is. Something like that. Bumblestein, I don't know.
Girl, shut the f up.
Anna is a director of philosophy at the University of Rutgers, where John attends class, or John attends school. One day after class, John ended up talking to Anna, and yeah, that's my notes. One day after class, he ends up talking to Anna and asks her if she can help him with his brother, because she does, what was it called? Facilitated communication with the disabled, which helps them communicate by means of like a little typewriter. I think it was called a Noah. I believe it's called a Noah. I'm not sure. So it's like facilitated communication is like directed communication. When someone has a disability and they can't use their arms the right way, you would either grab them by the elbow or grab them wherever they need to be held. I saw some people grabbing the shirt of one of the students and directing them where to punch. So you ask them questions and then they use their own brains, but you're using, since they don't have the motor skills, you're helping them with their motor skills. So there's a big controversy behind facilitated communication, because it seems as if these people can just say whatever they want to say. You can say you're teaching this person or this person knows, but really you may be or may not be. That's up for you guys to determine how you feel. I don't know personally. It's not accepted by the American psychology of somebody, whatever. Y'all can go look that up. But it's not accepted. Facilitated communication is something that they don't believe in. Anyway, so Anna decides to start working with Derek and helps him with communication. She started to work with him a few hours a week. That's what she said. She started to work with him a few hours a week, and she did this for an entire year. Now, during this time, before she met Derek, he couldn't speak for himself. You know, he has these movements that are common with people who have cerebral palsy or a developmental delay. He moves his head back and forth. He doesn't talk to anybody. He is dependent on his mom for all of his daily needs. And Anna comes in and starts to teach Derek how to communicate by using this machine. It's a typewriter. She's guiding him by holding his elbow and having him push keys on the typewriter. In some of his meetings with Anna, he tells her that he's happy, that he feels free now. He's able to communicate. He's no longer silenced. And she's telling his mother and his brother all these things. And they're happy. They're excited to see that, okay, he's learning. He understands. So like she'll tell him, what is this? What is that? She even had him spell out, she gave him 4 letters. It was C-A-T and another letter. And she said, how many words can you spell with these letters? So she's guiding his hand and he's touching each thing, each letter to spell cat. So she's saying he's intelligent. He understands. He's just, because he's stuck in this body, he can't communicate, which is something that I agree with. I believe that people who are developmentally delayed, I mean, I don't know though for sure, but I believe that people who are developmentally delayed are still in there. They just cannot communicate with us the way that we communicate with each other. I know firsthand because I had a deaf parent or deaf parents who couldn't communicate with other people, but they knew what they were talking about. I knew what they were talking about because I could communicate with my parents. I understood them. But somebody else who couldn't understand sign language or couldn't understand how, like my mom, she spoke, and you couldn't understand her unless you were her kid or unless you were her family member, because we know. But it was, to you, it would sound like gibberish. So people would say, I don't know what you're talking about, or hey, she's slow, when in fact she wasn't. She just couldn't communicate the way that we communicate. So I do believe, to a certain extent, that people who are developmentally delayed are able to communicate, or they know what the hell is going on. Okay. They just can't communicate. They don't have that part of their brain doesn't function, or their body doesn't function. Well, the brain, because the brain controls the body. So anyway, Anna works with this young man. He's not a young man, actually. He's 30 years old. So Anna works with this 30-something-year-old guy. Anna is a married woman with children. She works with this man for a year, and then also, let me also let you guys know, Anna grew up around a lot of developmentally delayed. I'm gonna say DD. So if y'all understand DD, that's what it is, DD, because it's hard for me to say developmentally. Her mom worked with a lot of DD children and adults, so she grew up around them her whole life. So I think that she became comfortable and looked at them like we should look at them, like they're human beings, I myself was in a relationship with somebody who had a son with cerebral palsy. I was with her for 5 years. And so I know the daily life of someone that has cerebral palsy and someone who has to take care of somebody who has cerebral palsy. So after a year of working with him, she asks him one day on the little machine, what do you like to be called? I call you Derek because everybody calls you Derek, but what do you want me to call you? So he types in D-man. And this is where, to me, it's like, did he say that or did he not? Because I'll get to that. So let me bite this sandwich, because I know somebody looking at this sandwich and y'all want to bite? Here. Oh, that's good. That is delicious. So Anna had always been fascinated with learning about the DD community. And she even learned sign language. She learned how to write Braille. So that was something she was interested in. Something she knew she wanted to work with or whatever. So fast forward, like I was saying, again, a year. She asked him about the name. He told her what he wanted to be called, D-Man, because somebody used to call him D-Man back in the day. A teacher of his used to call him D-Man. A person that helped him learn how to walk. And to me, if this is true, because I don't know if her story is true or not, this is her telling the story. This is the mom telling the story. This is Anna telling the story. The brother telling the story. Everybody's telling the story except for Derek, because he can't speak for himself. So-called can't speak for himself. We don't really know. Anyway, to me, her asking him what he wants to be called is giving him an identity, is letting her know, I see you as a man. I see you as a person. Okay? So at some point, Derek tells Anna that he wants to attend college. She asked him what he wanted in life. He said, I want to attend college. So he started going to college. She was his facilitator. She would speak for him. She didn't write for him. She would speak for him in class. And when questions were asked, he would just write on the little typewriter, and she would stand up, raise her hand, and speak for him. So she says that one day, this is her side, one day, the way that he gave one of his answers, wasn't to her liking. She thought that he could use more grammar, or better English, whatever. So against her best judgment, she decided to say what she wanted to say. Because she already asked him. She said, you didn't word it right. Can you word it this way? And he was like, nah, just say what I said. He was like, I understand what you're saying, but say what I said. So, okay. She said she got up. She said it the way she wanted to say it because it was proper English to her. And when she sat down, he said, don't ever do that again. And she said that she was, I think she liked it, if it's even true. She could have made this whole thing up. I don't know about the lady, okay? But she said that he said, please don't ever do that again. Or she said it, because is she really the one typing? Don't ever do this again. Basically, respect me, respect my authority, okay? She said, okay. I think that turned her on a little bit. And she said she would never do it again. Like I said, y'all, she's telling this story, so I'm not sure if she's saying all these things happened, because I don't want to spoil it. Let me go back. Oh, and she found a student to help him write his assignments. So he would read the books, he would do the work, and then someone would just write it for him because he couldn't write. Okay, so here's where the stuff happens. She invited him, Anna invited Derek to some conference at a school. I think it was about facilitated communication, and they asked him questions. So one of the questions that they asked Derek was, what about your love life? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you want to do? And he said, I'm not going to quote him because I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said, I want what everybody else wants. All right, I got to hurry up, y'all, because I don't have any more storage on my phone. So I don't even remember where I was either. Oh, yeah. The question she asked, do you want love? I mean, and he mentioned, I want love. I want everything, everybody else. I want marriage, everything like that. So Anna says that when he said that, she was thinking, I want that too with you. Okay. Now, that's that. So later on that day, I believe it was that day. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that either. They were alone together doing their whatever work they do. And she told him, I do these things for people because I want to. You know, the facilitated communication. Because she wants to help disabled people communicate. But she said, I do these things for you because I love you. And he said, I know I love you too. And she said, I know. This is what she's saying that he said. Now, he didn't say this verbally, but he's typing. So she's saying what she's saying to him. And then she's taking his hand and she's typing the words, or he's typing the words. Or maybe she typed more. I don't know. But they're saying that she's guiding his hand. Anyhow, she says that to him. He says he loves her too. This is from her side. And they begin a relationship. I don't know what kind of relationship they had. I know they worked together. But she does take him into her office, and this is what she says. She says that he asked her, he asked her to kiss him. She kissed him again. And then another time they were at his mother's house when nobody was there, and he asked her, they went into the room and he asked her if she could take her shirt off, blah, blah, blah. And one thing led to another, and that's what happened on a Sunday when they were supposed to be at church. So anyway, they did that. They completed. She didn't say exactly what they did, but she said that they did it. Okay, they did the whole 9. And that wasn't the first time. They did it another time. So at some point, the family now says, John and the mom are like, she's controlling him. So before, I guess the brother said one day he was, hanging out with his brother. Anna was there. And he was like, yeah, let's go have, I can't wait till we're done with this so we can have a beer. And then Anna said, okay. Anyway, the brother said that Derek said he didn't want beer. He wanted red wine. But his brother said he's never liked red wine before. He hated communion wine. And I guess that was surprising to them. So they're thinking that Anna's coming into his life and changing everything. Like one day they were in the car together and the mom was playing gospel music. Anna turned the music off. Now that's a sin right there. Don't turn my music off, ma'am. I don't know who you are, Anna, Bumblebee, but you're not going to turn my music off while I'm driving my son back. Don't do that. So she turned the music off. She turned the music from gospel to classical music. She says that Derek likes classical music better. Now the family is threatened, they're either threatened, if what Anna's saying is true, they're either threatened or they're being defensive. If Anna is lying, they're being defensive because that's their little brother and that's their son. And they know that this woman could definitely take advantage of him, in his state. So these are just little things they're picking up throughout this whole interaction between their son, brother, and Anna. At some point, Anna or Derek, because that's what Anna said, decides that they're going to tell the family that they're together, that they love each other. Mind you, Anna has a husband and some kids. So they're at dinner or something like that at the house, and they tell the family that they're in love. He tells the family that they're in love. He types on the thing, but she helping him type. And they're like, what? No, what are you going to do with your husband? And she's like, I haven't worked it out yet. I haven't talked to my husband, but I will. So they're like, oh, okay. So and then they told the mom that they had been intimate. The mom said that Anna said he's all man. I don't know why you would tell the mom that, but whatever. So Anna ends up leaving. I guess it's a week later. And the mom, John calls Anna and says, we don't want you to see Derek anymore until we all can sit down and have a talk. Anna's like, all right, cool. The mom flakes when they're supposed to, meet up. Then the mom ends up calling her. I think she flaked a couple times. And finally the mom calls and tells her, well, Derek's having a hard time. He's biting himself. He's upset. I think he really misses you. All the while, they've already contacted the police and they're trying to get her prosecuted. So the police are who had Daisy, which is the mom, call Anna. I could tell it was bullshit. If I would have been like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't doing nothing with your son. She says, how many times have you guys been intimate? She says this to the mom. She says, okay, if you guys are gonna, work out or whatever, before this, Anna hit the mom up and was like, I'm ready to cut ties with my husband and be with him. I'm in love with him and I want to be with him, Derek. And I'm going to tell my husband everything. So then that's when the mom calls with the police and she's like, how many times were you guys intimate? She says how many times they were intimate and she goes into detail. I have no idea why. She was like, well, I want to know what happened. Like, how did this happen? So she goes into detail about what happened in order to get her prosecuted. So the police come put her, she goes through trial and everything. And in the trial, they don't allow the facilitated communication device. They don't allow discussion of the facilitated communication at all. I'm not sure why, but I could surmise that they want to put her in jail. The judge, the jury, the prosecution, they want her in jail because they're not happy with what she did. They feel like she assaulted a man who wasn't able to consent. I don't know Derek. I don't know if Derek was able to consent. I do know that if I had a son so my son is 20. If Elijah started dating a 45-year-old woman right now, I would be upset. I'm not going to stop it, but I'm going to have conversations with that woman, and I'm probably going to have many conversations with her. Just a bunch of them, because why do you want to date my 20-year-old child? He don't even have nothing you want. Well, I don't know, but bam, just leave him alone, please. Leave him alone. I feel like if I had a developmentally delayed son, I don't know because I don't, but I feel like if I did, I would not be comfortable with the situation. I would see it. Okay, so she's saying facilitated communication, and that is, she's saying this man is talking to her. I would have to find out, is my son really talking to this lady or not? Because they said, the mom and John said that when they try to do the facilitated communication with him, it doesn't work. So they tell him, push this, push that, and nothing happens. Then there was a doctor who said that, he gave him some shapes, like asked him to look at a banana, what's a banana, what's a house, what's this, what's that. And he wasn't able to pick and choose what it was. He picked something up, but it wasn't what he asked him to pick up. So they're saying he doesn't understand, and Anna's saying he does. Facilitated communication is not approved by any of whoever is supposed to approve it. But that doesn't mean anything, because there's a lot of things that aren't approved. Now, I'm not going to judge. I just wanted to bring this to you guys. It is called Tell Them You Love Me. So if you want to go read that, go watch that and then come back and comment, please do so. What do you think? So wait, this is the last thing. After all is said and done, the mom says, Oh, Anna went to jail for 2 years, y'all. She went to jail for 2 years because they convicted her of that, and she's a predator. They didn't say nothing about her kids. I don't know if she gets to see her kids or anything. They didn't say anything about that. But the mom says that now now Derek, touches, because he has an urge now. And so my thought is, okay, it either got stirred up or was already stirred up. But whatever the case is, now he want it. What do you do in that case? What do you do? What do you do? I don't know. And I don't even want to discuss it, actually. I don't want to talk about what you do. I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I wish them the best. And I hope that Derek gets whatever it is that he needs. I hope that he's being taken care of and loved. I'm sure his family loves him and are just protecting him. I don't know who's wrong and who's right. And whoever is wrong, I hope you get the short end of the stick. Whoever's right, I hope you get the big one. Okay? I love you guys, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.